2 has been going strong for over 5. The first season of Year 6 is starting tomorrow, and with it, we are unlocking level 40 and the entire endgame for all Division 2 players. Tune in to our post-show later today to hear more about the Year 6 updates. Now, let's take a look at what's coming with Season 1.
What do you believe, Agent? What's the truth? That Lau was a traitor?
So welcome everyone to something new. Something I haven't done yet. I don't think I did.
The Kelso has betrayed.
We're gonna stream the Xbox showcase from Ubisoft. And we're gonna have a good laugh. Because I'll be surprised if I'm excited by anything they show. So expect all the bitching and moaning and me not being impressed. So be warned, this is my first reaction of sorts like this during the live stream, so I'm hoping that we're all gonna have a laugh, have some fun. That's all there is to it.
Seasonal manhunt.
I genuinely don't watch these types of rewards or rewards, showcases. I don't watch that. That to me is a waste of time. But look, let's try something new. Why not? If we watch it together, have a laugh together, it will be much more interesting. Punching it into hyperdrive.
We're just seconds out from the
Oh man, this is so awkward and cringy.
amazing post-show where we'll dive deeper into some exclusive gameplay.
I'm gonna have a fucking laugh now. I can see that already. And there's gonna be a lot of cringe. Hopefully the audio is good, that everything is fine, that you can hear me correctly, that you can hear Ubisoft, although you don't want to hear Ubisoft, but let's give them a chance, right? Where's our black samurai? Yasuke!
Okay, we're skipping that part.
We need to see the Ori Gigi. There he is. The Ori Gigi samurai. Let's give them a chance. Oh no, they're starting with music. Oh, the cringe. I'm hoping that it's connected to some kind of a game. Oh, it may be connected to Assassin's Creed. Actually, this could sound good because usually the symphonic or orchestra music sounds phenomenal in music in games. Proper Ubisoft. Look how diverse the orchestrator and the musical people are. Look at all ethnicities. Fantastic. That scores many points already. That's what we are here to see. That's all that's important. Nothing else is important. Oh, okay. Outlaws. I'm actually intrigued to see what the hell is this game about. I haven't seen anything yet. The last Star Wars game with that ginger fella, it was quite good. It wasn't great, it was good. And the one before that was also solid. What was the name? Already forgot the name. Okay, so that's Star Wars Outlaws music. You Ugly female in Outlaws. I haven't seen the main character. I don't know anything, so this is going to be a first for me. Maybe I've seen a snippet from something somewhere, but...
Hello everyone, I'm Matthias Karlsson, Game Director at Massive Entertainment. Today, we'll show you a different type of adventure. And as we journey across multiple systems, we will come across many opportunities.
Oh man, that's a very static crowd. Look how unanimated everyone is.
One of your motivations for exploration is to find elusive experts scattered across the galaxy.
That's actually one of Ubisoft's stronger sides. Animations and creating good crowds and things like that. They are actually good at that. They have some of the best animations in business, in my opinion, from the older Assassin's Creeds.
Our intel points to the Mos Eisley Cantina on Tatooine. So let's head back to our ship.
By the way, sorry for the wife beater shirt. It's hot as fuck in Croatia. I don't have AC installed. It's not intentional. I mean, it is intentional, but it's because it's too fucking hot. And with 60 degrees PC, 60 Celsius, in the room 70. Fucking hot, hot. And apparently not as hot as the chicken Star Wars Outlaws that we can't see.
Might offer you a special deal if you're in good standing with them.
Already comment, she's ugly as hell, we can't create our own. We'll see, we'll see.
And corrupt officials.
Need your name cleared from the wanted list.
Your ship, the Trailblazer, is a refined EML 850, the last of its kind. On board, you'll find everything you need to
Oh, that's a cute little companion. Ah. Is that ours or is that random? That would be cool if it followed us to the ship. Nice little detail, yeah. Sure, volume of... what exactly? Of the presentation. There it goes, mate. It's when I talk, then the audio is a bit lower. Otherwise we would talk over each other and that wouldn't be good.
And many opportunities to make a few credits, which you can choose to engage with or not.
I am under attack! My ship will not survive long!
This is Kay Bess on board the Trailblazer. I'm coming to help.
Loving the lights of the ship, looks cool as hell. The rest... sound effects are there. By the way, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, so... I'm not gonna be blown away by them including sound effect from a movie into a game and then going bananas. Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to something new.
Happy to help. And you can tell Gorak he owes Kay
I mean, this looked pretty
In space, your actions
basic.
also have consequences and can impact your reputation with syndicates. This optional dogfight allowed us to improve our reputation with the Pikes while making a few credits.
Spooling up the hyperdrive.
Now let's continue our journey and head to Tatooine.
Already better than Starfield. You nasty bastard. Oh man, you know what it occurred to me? The space is the perfect playing ground for Ubisoft games because they can have infinite amount of repeatable and boring content that is copy-paste. They have the whole space to do it. Shit, how didn't I think of that before? It's a perfect franchise for them. Infinite worlds, infinite planets, infinite repeated stuff. Okay, that's cool. I like the landing through the atmosphere, stratosphere, whatever. That looks cool. Oh no, don't give them ideas. Division 3. I hope the Division 3 comes out never. That would be my
We could head straight to our destination.
My affinity towards new Division.
Recreating this iconic city is a dream come true for our team, allowing us to show parts of Mos Eisley you've never seen before.
This looks fantastic in terms of details, but it's a bit weird how
There are many opportunities for a scoundrel.
little the actual NPCs are moving.
Most of Tatooine's economy is under their control.
Okay, now this is a little better,
Increased Imperial presence
but
has
it
been
looks all very static.
But first, we need to pick up the trail of our expert gunslinger. The best place to start is the cantina. By asking around, we learn of a pirate who is deadly with the blaster and who used to work for the Hutt cartel. Our intel leads to one of their storehouses, located in the southern hills.
Now let's see the finally the gameplay and the combat.
As you move across scorching dunes and dusty valleys, you'll quickly realize that this lawless desert planet still holds many mysteries.
I still haven't seen the main character. Some have said that she is ugly, but
We need to locate
I
our
still haven't
storehouse
seen
and
anything
find
but
a
the
way to
ass.
heavily guarded
Maybe that's all we need.
without triggering the alarm.
Maybe the rear is better than the front.
Busy place.
I mean, that's all you need really in a game like this. You don't need the front. I mean, let's be real, right? If you can't rotate the camera, it's better in that case that the rear is more of an eye candy than the front. That little thing is cute as hell. Can we use it in combat? I see some D-pad notifications. Yeah, seems like you can.
Something that can tell me who that old gunslinger is.
Well, there is a reason they are not showing the face. Yeah, I always also play male characters. It's more immersive for me. Oh, look at that. Ah, come on.
Good job, buddy.
It's a cutscene. Or QTE, for fuck's sake. I mean, it's fine if it's a stealth attack, but let's see what else they can do. I don't like long backstabs or long sneak attack animations. I like quick, be done with it, that's it.
Easy. All right, let's see what we have here.
Masculine, feather-haired, butch girl doesn't represent me, I'll pass.
Yes, I got it. Wait, Quint? That sheriff from Wayfar used to work for the Hutts? I should talk to her. Oh, come on!
Oh, that was a nice little gunslinger draw.
Let's get out of here.
That was a cool little thing. I don't know if you saw how she pulled the gun. It was from the elbow. Okay. I mean, combat is as basic as it gets from what I can see so far. But then again, I'm not expecting lightsabers or anything. I know these are rebels, outlaws, smugglers, whatever.
We need a quick exit!
I'm trying to decipher what is going on. Okay, so it's some kind of a charged shot. It's chaotic, that's fine. I like that. I like when combat is chaotic in action games. And she is off. Okay, cool. I mean, I don't see anything special in combat so far. She's just shooting and using gadgets, which is fine, as long as it's done right. It doesn't need any more depth than that. Well, actually, it needs. Oh, now we see her.
If you're still looking for Haas, I haven't seen him.
Actually, I'm here for you. I
She's
heard
not
you're
bad.
the best shot on the planet.
Oh, and you want to be second best. Now is not a good time. The Hutts are coming, and I need to get ready. Get your blaster out.
What we have just shown.
I mean, she does look a little bit like Patrick Swayze, but
you can go on in Star Wars Outlaws. Whether you want to learn new blaster skills,
let's be honest, Patrick is more beautiful than a lot of women. You know?
Finding an expert is always an adventure in a galaxy.
I mean, there are some beautiful scenes out here.
We should get moving.
But yeah, see, now there's an issue. When you compare this game to the EA's, not EA's, who did Respawn, right? Respawn Entertainment did what's its name? The other Star Wars with the ginger fella. So the thing is that when you do Star Wars with shooting, it's never going to be as interesting as with Force and lightsabers. We can all agree with that, right? Anyone can do shooting. Now, rarely someone can do proper good shooting. That's a different story. That's a different level.
After crossing
But
one of the
if I'm playing Star Wars, if it's not top-notch shooting and action,
your one chance of freedom,
I'd rather take a slightly worse lightsaber and Force mechanics.
pull off one of the greatest heists of all time. To increase your chances of survival, you'll need to seek out elusive experts scattered all across the Outer Rim. From a skilled pirate-turned-sheriff gunslinger
These dorks.
to a sabacc high roller
I'm not gonna be nice. I can tell you immediately right now.
of scrap-hoarding
I just don't get why the hell would you be there?
off-market parts
Why?
to your starship.
It's not Comic-Con. At least at Comic-Con
Follow
you see
rumors whispered between
some nice
locals or a
people
tip-off
dressed
from a
in nice
cantina
costumes.
bartender that will lead you to their location before embarking on shady and often dangerous jobs to grow from a street thief into a fearless outlaw. But as a wanted scoundrel, it's in your best interest.
What is the
only
point
to
of this? Can
stick
someone
around
explain? What is the
long
point of this dude now
get what you
standing
need
and
before
talking
jumping
about the game instead of just showing the bloody game or showing more footage from it? What the fuck is the point of this?
And their leaders such as Lady Kira and Jabba the Hutt have their
He's not a professional narrator. He's not Wayne or whatever the name is from Darkest Dungeon. If he would narrate this, then I would fucking listen. But, you know?
Build
Why?
your reputation with them to earn lucrative rewards, or
they even broke her nose, modeled it so she
risk
looks more
facing their
badass.
wrath and double-cross them
What
to
the
land
hell does a
yourself in
nose
the
have to do with
On behalf of Massive Entertainment,
with being badass?
along with our co-development studios all across Ubisoft.
I mean, I'm asking from their
and, of
perspective.
course,
Why would that matter?
Lucasfilm Games. It's my
I don't,
privilege to
I don't
share
mind an
another
ugly
look at
woman
this
if she's
childhood
ugly. Although I haven't
true.
really noticed that, I don't care.
We've
If she's a
crafted
good written character,
passion and
that's all
love
that
it.
matters in the end.
We hope you love it.
Maybe she throws a couple of
If you're
jokes
willing to take the risk
regarding her
galaxy
appearance or something.
is
Oh,
full
that would be cool.
of opportunity.
Then you build upon the character that way. But this little thing is cute as hell. Not this fat fuck, but that little thing running with us. I don't know the species of Star Wars. As I said, I'm not into it that much.
Set in the dangerous golden age of the underworld.
They usually overtalk the game when they have no substance to show.
You play as Kay Vess, a scoundrel looking to start a new life. Kay gets pulled into a plan that will change everything.
I believe if you follow the plan, no one gets hurt.
Fortunately, she won't do it alone. From childhood, Kay and Nix have been inseparable partners,
What about them?
helping each other every step of the way.
I've seen this animation, her knocking the guy out with one punch 15 times already. Do they have one finishing animation? I mean, at least Ubisoft was always fantastic regarding animations and finishers. Just remember all the Assassin's Creed games. They had seemingly an infinite ways of finishing an opponent. That's where when I personally fell in love with good finishing animations.
Come on.
Because of Ubisoft games. They really brought it to the next level.
Sound the alarm. You'll get me out of here.
As your versatility grows, gain access to new skills and more lucrative contracts.
By the way, I saw job listings online getting paid to attend these events and cheer. Ah, okay, thanks, mate. I thought that.
Needs a little something stolen.
And in this world, your actions have consequences.
I can't let you walk out of here.
Refuse and finish the job, double cross the huts. Okay, there's some decision making.
Shame.
So it gives some replayability at least.
Where is he?
The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward, and more attention you'll receive from some of the most notorious syndicates of the galaxy.
And how did you think it was going to end?
Tell the governor the payments will not increase.
It's up to you where your loyalties lie.
Hey, Nick!
Being wanted by the Empire brings a new set of challenges.
Oh, so you can not be wanted by the Empire.
So as your exploits grow, beware of who you cross.
Okay. Now that's an interesting concept. The Empire isn't necessarily your enemy.
Across the stars are unique locations, rich biomes, environments.
I swear, Star Wars franchise has so much potential. Same like Lord of the Rings. I feel like most of it is still untapped, especially when it comes to Lord of the Rings.
The dangerous Savannah Moon of Tashara, or roam the lawless planet of Tatooine.
I always liked a lot Star Wars worlds, though. That's one of the things that really attracted me towards the franchise.
Fire up the hyperdrive.
Ready to jump.
Star Wars game with a small companion. There haven't been two of those games before.
On case S57 Cardinal Speeder.
Yay, we can pre-order. Fuck yeah. Thank God we can pre-order, people. Thank God. Good Lord of the Rings game, mate. I would kill for a proper fucking CRPG Lord of the Rings world.
Explore.
We already have a good CRPG in Star Wars world. Knights of the Old Republic, both of them.
And if you're willing to take the risk,
thankfully. I know there's the third world or the new world, that old Final Fantasy copy. And it wasn't particularly great. As I said, apologies again for the shirt, it's hot as shit. And I don't have AC. If I had a choice, I wouldn't wear it. So much room for writing in Star Wars, yep. Hopefully the audio discrepancy is good between me and the screen when I'm talking. If it's something wrong, do tell me, like you did already. You should always give me feedback. Oh, Jedi Knight, I played every single one of those Jedi Knights. And I love that, what's his name, when you're Darth Vader's apprentice, you could use Force in a crazy way. They have 5 editions, only 5. Damn, Ubisoft is becoming stingy with the editions. What the hell is the name? Jesus, that Star Wars game. Come on, people. We know that, where you can use Force powers like crazy. It's after Jedi Knight. After Jedi Knight, come on, it's an action game, please. Is Jedi Outcast? No, I don't think. Force Unleashed. Thank you, Force Unleashed. I actually enjoyed that game a lot. It had so much. It was so much fun playing it because you could do so many things. Now that you have played so much and know about so many stuff in games, I know things that I play, mate. I don't know about other genres and so on. I know only the genres that I really know, that I have a lot of experience. Did I think about making my own? No. I don't know coding, I don't know anything about it, but I would always go and become an advisor of sorts on the side if they need some kind of or tester, you know, that I could test a game and maybe give an input or give some ways to improve on things and give them input what would be the wrong thing to do. But then again,
since our launch, it's been very
I would create a game for gamers, and they don't want game for gamers. Most AAA companies do want to slow down the progression in games and do the least quality amount of gameplay. Oh, is that the quadruple A game?
just begun.
Ubisoft and
introduces a
quadruple A,
new
Jesus
narrative
Christ.
arc with brand new
If
scene
someone
modes,
told me that there's gonna be a AAA company saying that they are the first one that's gonna make a quadruple A, I would say Ubisoft would be the one that would say
and
it.
reward you with new loot if you are victorious.
I would
You
put
will
them
also
first.
get a brand new ship, the Brig.
Thank you,
It's
KMA,
fast,
appreciate it.
maneuverable, and perfect as a warship or
Appreciate
smuggling
it.
vessel. This season will have you face off against a vicious and hungry new sea monster, the Megalodon Lestari. Special
Megalodon.
limited event, the
Okay,
Summer
that could be
Fiesta
fun
and
actually.
Dragon's
I don't know
Regatta
about this game. I don't know
will
anything
have
about
you
this game, to be
competing
honest.
for additional
But
rewards to customize
damn,
your
Megalodon
ships
chasing you,
and
that's
arsenal.
cool. I gotta say.
We've also added community requested features, including
But as I said, I don't know anything about it. This is
allowing
probably
you
my
to
second
design your
footage
ships
I've
to a
seen
POI,
of Skull and
secure
Bones.
your
So,
profits,
and I
expand
know
your
it's
empire,
not
and
really
deliver precious pieces of aid.
in high regard with
New
gamers.
solo and PvE game modes have been added, giving you more ways to acquire manufactories and defend them from rivals looking to cripple your empire.
Has anyone played this game? Is it any
Elevate your
good?
favorite ships to powerful new levels, offering further diversity.
In all honesty, forget that it's Ubisoft. I'm genuinely asking.
Fresh gameplay experiences will continue with
I'm guessing there's a lot of monetization in it
into the Dragon's
through
Wing.
microtransactions and so on.
You
But
will meet the mysterious Li Tianning, a renegade of the naval faction, the Dragon's Claw.
regardless of
New
that,
Sea Lord will
has anyone
create
played it in the chat? I'm
open
genuinely
seas
curious
and
what do you
brings
think
new
about it,
activities,
if you've
stories,
played it.
and rewards. You will also face off
Imagine if
against
they
a
make this
brand
game
new
right between
legendary
Pirates of the
sea monster
Caribbean
like
hype.
never
Oh,
before.
mate,
A
that
flying
would be a
dragon,
golden goose
resurfaced after eons
if they
of
made
slumber.
that.
A new 5v5 PvP mode will offer
What was
new
that
ways
game
to
on
play,
Xbox that was
progress,
also similar to
and
Skull and
gain
Bones in
rewards.
some way? It has that cartoonish look
This
when you
mode
were
will be a
pirates.
key feature
I think
of
it was
Season
something
3,
of a launch
and
game
you can
for
also
new
try it
Xbox.
separately as
When
part of our
PlayStation
free
5
trial.
and what is Xbox X?
Finally,
What the name is, I don't know.
thank you to all our players.
SX,
We will keep
whatever.
working hard to bring you original,
Uh,
amazing experiences.
Sea of Thieves, yeah, that's it,
Continue
that's
on
it.
this journey with you.
Which one is better, Sea of Thieves or Skull and Bones? Has any of you played both of those? Because I know very little about those games, so. Pirates without boarding.
Hello everyone, I'm Gwen Béraud, brand director for Prince of Persia. And today,
See, it's actually
I
fun
have 3 special treats
with
for you.
friends.
Since 1989,
I'm gonna react to
players
Dragon
have gone
Age
on
and
epic
compare it to
adventures
New Elder
through
Scrolls.
Legendary Persia, embodying relentless princes, capable of defying
I mean,
gravity, running on walls.
If you saw this
rewinding
girl,
time
nothing
with
against her,
traps,
all
and
fine.
defeating mythical creatures.
What would you
To
say,
celebrate
in
the
what
35th
camp is she?
anniversary of this iconic franchise,
Based on what she is
we
wearing and
wanted
all
to
that.
give you new, exhilarating adventures.
Not that
Back
there's
in January,
anything wrong with that. I'm not.
Prince of
I'm a
Persia,
very
The
open-minded
Lost Crown,
person.
released
I'm just commenting.
critical
That's it.
acclaim from
I don't give
media
a shit what anyone
and
is into.
players.
I just care about
Today,
how good of a person you are. That's it.
Ubisoft Montpellier has a
In what
special
camp,
treat for you all.
politically, sexually, whatever, I don't could care less. Not that doesn't affect me. But we are here for fun. We are here. I'm here to be a dick today, so sometimes without substance. So we're gonna talk bullshit. I haven't done these reactions yet, so I gotta make it memorable, which I can't. But then again, I just need to be myself, which is being a dick, essentially.
And now, have a look at our first title update, available for free, called Divine Triangle.
What the fuck are you talking?
Next, a glimpse of a story DLC.
I don't understand the guy. Is that how you guys hear me when I talk with this, as you say, Russian accent? Although it's more Slavic, but I get the confusion. Maybe she forgot her blue hair dye today. Ooh, For Honor. I like For Honor, mate. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. This doesn't look so bad. It doesn't look particularly great, but Oh, we know what camp she's in. All good. As we say, all good. Nothing wrong with that. No one can tell me anything. I have gays in my family, I have Muslims, I have Christians, I have atheists. I know I'm very good with, not very good, but when I met a couple of people from Africa that were friends of some of the family friends, all good with them. We enjoyed each other's company, so no one can tell me anything. I can talk whatever the hell I want.
Throughout the early access phase, we'll be gathering valuable feedback from you all, while also delivering regular updates and additional content. Here's a taste.
Hi, we're recording this just before early access release, while everyone is in full loading mode and completely freaking out.
She goes on the stage, she tries to announce the game, and then, you know what, look at this, and then another announcer announces parts of the game, or the development phase or whatever, for the second time.
Today, I can happily announce that our first update, the 10.5...
Oh, is there a third announcer? Please give me a third. Give me that. It's like Russian babushka, that thing that you open. It goes from big to small. Grandmother after grandmother after grandmother after grandmother, each one smaller than the previous one. Matroshka dolls filled with presenters. Royce Gracie on crack. So when do we get next Divinity Original Sin 2 build guide?
Finally,
I'm done with
I
that.
will leave you with a glimpse of
No, I haven't
our
played him
colleague,
online, no.
Our love letter to one of
I've
the
played only
most
few
beloved
games
game
online in my
the
life.
entire series. One that I'm sure you'll agree is truly
Honestly,
timeless.
if it's a fantasy world and you want to create a world where the world that doesn't follow the rules of the history, it just has some kind of architectural things, architectural connotations and so on, it's fine. Who gives a crap, honestly, what kind of a character you're playing? Asian, African, European, American. I haven't seen many Russian characters, for example. What's about that, huh? What about that? I haven't seen many main Russian characters, or Ukrainians, or something like that. How so? How the fuck so? When are we gonna see those? When are they gonna be included?
Guitar and piano fast anytime, anywhere. From your PC, mobile, and now PlayStation. Discover thousands of hit songs from artists like Metallica, Tom Petty, Coldplay.
Yeah, they're always the bad guys, see? If anyone should be fucking up in arms about their characters represented in games, that should be ex-Soviets.
Whether you're a beginner or expert, anyone can learn with Rocksmith Plus.
Yeah, any character that is written good is, well, good. Exactly my point. What I wanted to say, in fantasy world, you can create whatever you want. And that makes sense. But if you do a game like Kingdom Come Deliverance, that is heavily influenced by the past, and it's trying to replicate the design, then you don't play shit with it. You don't touch it. You put it as is. As it should be. It creates immersion, of course. But if you have fantasy, who gives a fictional game?
No way. No freaking way. Oh my god.
Oh, this looks so nice. Probably going to be saying that a lot.
I got goosebumps.
Royce Grace. I know Royce's brothers, by the way. One of them used to be on crack. I've read the story about one of his brothers, but then that's cool that you know them. Nice. That's really cool. Ah, Max. Max is a cool dude. I watched him a lot a couple of years ago when I liked to watch fighting games. Although I don't respect them at all, considering the over monetization they do have. But I like Max. Max is a cool dude. I don't know how he is today, by the way. I don't know if he changed or anything like that, but... Red Heat on Commodore 64. Jesus, is there no Russian characters since then?
It's time to heal, rejoice, and celebrate.
Yeah, what about Beyond Good and Evil 2, eh? Ubisoft. Ah, this looks so generic. Jesus Christ.
Target is secured.
But I don't know. It might be good. If the gameplay is good. But
They tried to break us. But we'll rise stronger.
yeah, I also couldn't get into the Avatar. I watched the first one when it came out. I wasn't entirely impressed. Story-wise, story was weak as hell. But yeah, it was impressive to see it 3D, even though after that I never watched the 3D movie again because I couldn't. Maybe I did one more, but it was enough for me. Just, I'm into 2D movies. Oh wait, so this game already launched, and this is just a DLC. Ubisoft is gonna have more DLC announcements than actual games.
Hi everyone. What a first year we had with the Crew Motorfest.
Oh yeah, Metro series, yeah. Good one, mate. Good one.
Season 4 will be the final update of Year 1 coming in July. It will be all about car customization and you will discover our latest playlist, Donk versus a Rider. Now, let's talk about the future. I'm thrilled to give you a first look at our festival
People,
program
if I'm
for
so
the
difficult
year
to
come.
understand,
In year 2,
like
Motorfest
them,
will continue
when I
to
talk
grow
on
with
the
more
channel or
season,
during live streams, I
cars,
sincerely
and playlists.
apologize.
We will start with season 5.
I don't watch much content on YouTube, I barely watch YouTube at all, except when it comes to sports or something like that. I sometimes watch Zealand from Football Manager. So I don't really know, I'm not into it, I'm out of the loop completely, but now that I hear these people talk in a different accent, if I'm this difficult to understand, fuck me man, apologies.
Volume 2.
I'm serious.
Volume 2 will introduce a brand new gameplay experience. Chase and Takedown arrive at Motorfest.
Mother Russia Bleeds, oh yeah, I've seen that. That was a cool game, right? Tetris is Russian.
We're driven by the chase. Always.
I still haven't played Mother Russia Bleeds, but I would love to. It looked like a cool game to play. Oh, by the way, someone posted in the Discord that Dreadwolf, Dragon Age, won't have, or Veilguard, whatever the name is not gonna have blood and gore. I don't know if that's true. These cars look like abstract paintings. Just too much going on. I like a good old Ford Mustang, or the one that I drove, Subaru Impreza. I like those types, more simple looking cars. I was never much into supercars, to be honest. They were a bit too much for me. Not that I would mind one, but just saying.
There's no rest for us.
Thank you, mate. Thanks for reminding me about Stalker. I forgot about that because it's such a rare thing to have Russian or Ukrainian as a main character. But they are in so much of minority that it's ridiculous. Really, we could, the whole chat here, I mean, there's not thousands of us, so let's chill. But only 3 games, 4 games in history. 5. Mate, we're gonna like dogs wherever, you know. Dogs are dogs.
By order of the Emperor, my fellow Romans.
What is this?
I bring forth tidings of hope across our glorious lands. For we stand on the threshold of a new age. Our streets shall be lined with abundance. Our fields shall yield bountiful harvests, and our coffers shall overflow with wealth.
Atomic Heart, I did not play that one. I heard it's okay. Some said that it's amazing, some say that it's okay. Looks like a starting YouTuber. That's exactly it. You're yelling into the void, no one hears you. That's a great comparison.
That was awesome.
That's great.
Hi, my name is Manuel Reiner. I'm creative director.
And hi, I'm Hay Anderson, brand director. And it's with great pleasure and enthusiasm that we, on behalf of the Ubisoft Mind
Oh, look,
Studio,
more announcers.
stand before
How
you
cute.
to
We
give
haven't seen
you
them
a
enough.
glimpse into the extraordinary
Jesus
new
fucking
chapter that is Anno 117.
Just cutscenes and announcers. And
A
5 minutes of
fan-favorite
gameplay. That's what we've
highly
seen so far in
awaited.
40
Now,
minutes.
We'll be releasing in 2025 on both PC and console. But today, we embark on an unparalleled journey. Just imagine, it's the year 117,
She's looking
time of the
both
Pax
ways.
Romana.
Yes, and united by conquest, the Empire found its way to peace and become a cultural melting pot. Anno 117 Pax Romana will deliver Roman gaming experience
too.
unlike
Not that
anything
anything is
you've
wrong with
ever
it.
played. And for the first time in Anno, you will be
We are
able
just
to
joking,
choose your
right?
starting province.
We have a
Within
lot
the
of
mysterious Celtic wetlands of Albion,
those types of jokes
where
in
no
Balkan.
civilized
We
Roman
joke
wants
like
to
that a
be,
lot, but we don't mean
or the
anything
traditional
behind it.
Roman
We don't have any
heartlands
malice
Latium,
behind it. At least
close
people
to
I
the
know.
hungry heart of Empire.
And we call it, we call each
so
other that.
excited for
It's
this
just
Same for me.
not like an insult, but just to bust each other's balls. So we have a completely different connection than people in Western world, most likely.
117 Pax Romana.
Because we kind of use everything that would be insulting in other cultures, in a lot of other cultures, especially today's Western culture, and then we just use it as a joke, but without any malice.
To the main stage at Ubisoft Forward. And to our core, loyal fans, a massive thank you. Because
Hey,
without
Adrian.
you, none of this would be possible.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, I wouldn't live in hope when it comes to AAA gaming, mate. It's pointless. But this is one of their best games that they have made, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know how it is played when it released, when it had 4 characters. I think it was 4 characters, something like that. 5. I absolutely loved it. It has such an original combat design. And then they make the game peer-to-peer. I remember that. Fuck me. Every second match played 3 frames per second because of the delays. Oh, music. Us Finns always joke about the Swedes, love and hate relationship. Yeah, we also do that with Serbians, Bosnians, Slovenians, and so on. Well, the thing that is not a joke is Slovenians are the worst fucking drivers in the world. If you're Slovenian, sorry, but you most likely drive bad. Or even worse than bad. Jesus fucking Christ, every time I go I lose my shit. Every time I go to the shore, Croatia shore, I lose my fucking shit with Slovenians on the road. They go to the left lane and they pretend like they're gonna speed up, but they do fuck all. They stand in the left lane, so I need to fucking blink, be a dick about it, when I really don't want to. I'm not like that. I'm not aggressive. I know it might seem different, but now I'm talking behind the microphone as I'm a keyboard warrior, you know, but actually I'm not. I'm the opposite, but that's fine. And then they stay in the goddamn left lane, they don't want to move. How fucking... What's the word when you don't care about others on the road? Yeah, mate, we're not gonna see anything on Beyond Good and Evil 2. That's the only game they can announce to make something worthwhile watching. Team of minions. Epic. No, when you're careful, the word in English. You're not observing, you're not observant, you are... When you take care of others' feelings and... Jesus, what's the... 1 second. Splinter Cell, that would be cool. But it's modern Ubisoft, mate, don't put too much into it. Consider it, thank you. considerate. Yeah, they are not considerate. They are inconsiderate. Thank you. That's the word. They hug their fucking left lane and don't want to move. How inconsiderate is that? There are 3 lanes, sometimes 2. There's right lane for a reason. There are no trucks there. Fuck off to the right lane, please. Yeah, we in Balkan drive a little bit wild. And when you go more north, then you start to see more slower driving and more restrictions put in place, especially when I go through Austria. Jesus. And when I go to big concerts, I have to go through Austria. Oh man. 100 kilometers an hour on a driveway, on a motorway, because otherwise they say that Alps would heat up and then it would cause a flood because of 30 additional kilometers per hour. I don't know, maybe it's true, I don't know. It sounds like bullshit to me.
Hello everyone, I'm Charles Benoit, game director on Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Usually it's 130 and then they lower it to 100. If there's too much gases in the air, that would heat up the mountains.
Yes, we're finally going to feudal Japan.
Yes, another announcer. Yes. Thank you. How much did they pay you, mate? How much? Starbucks coffee, most likely.
A turning point in history, culminating in the unification of Japan. A period shaped by political intrigue, secret leagues, and battles fought in the shadows. And a time where the greatest
I mean, I feel bad for these announcers. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they want to do this. But they are for some dumbass reason paid to do it and forced to do.
2 perfect archetypes for our duo protagonist. You'll embody the deadliest trained assassin in history, the Shinobi, with Naue, a young woman from the mountains of Iga province, who was forced by war to learn the arts of deception. You'll also experience Japan through the eyes of Yasuke.
Oh, it's Yasuke. Okay, then makes sense. Yasuke is the guy that was the original Black Samurai, so if I'm not mistaken, right? I don't know much about that type of history, but I know about Yasuke. He just drew the shortest stick. Yeah, that sounds like that to me.
Once allied, player can bounce freely between both characters. Play either as Yasuke, a strong combat-focused samurai, or as Naue.
Oh, so we can play with both. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's the change of the dynamic of playstyles. That's actually good.
Like never before. We're introducing a full year cycle where you'll be able to rediscover a location under different season and weather. For example, in winter, ice may prevent you from going underwater. But as the season gets warmer, you can now use pawns to approach your enemies. Or heavy rain will help you to blend in.
Oh, that's a cool little detail, I gotta say.
Or escape your opponents. You can also use your surroundings to your favor. At night, extinguish lanterns and destroy brazier to vanish in the shadows. Each day and season bring its own challenges.
Full year psycho.
But today,
that's a tough job, mate. Be a psycho for the full year.
At Assassin's Creed Shadows gameplay. You're about to see a sequence where Naue and Yasuke are on.
That would be a great band or game name. Beat 'em up game, full year cycle. Mate, I'm buying that. Based off the title alone.
With the unstoppable force of Yasuke and the deadly skills of Naue. Thank you everyone, enjoy.
Go dorks. Let's see. I'm afraid for the combat because Assassin's Creed Origins had the worst combat, one of the worst combat I've ever played in a 3D game. It was utter shit. I played it for 3 hours I downloaded the game from PSN
At last.
and I uninstalled it. Just couldn't. Story was good. Characters were good, but
The fields are busy.
combat was holy
Big
shit bad.
harvest requires many hands.
DLC Seasonal Lunatic. That would be a cool name for the DLC actually. Mate, you should name things. Alright, this looks actually very similar to Star Wars Outlaws. In a way people are... Yasuke looks cool as hell. I like that.
Merchant looks uneasy.
I will not tolerate this disrespect. No, please.
But it's actually very similar world when it comes to the crowd to Star Wars Outlaws. I don't know if you guys spotted that. They have similar movements or lack of movements, and then you have a couple of them that actually do something.
You are a friendly beast, are you not?
Nothing wrong with that. Shiba Inu is the smiling dog.
Samurai sir, this way, I beg you.
We'll see if it's new Ghost of Tsushima look-alike.
Please.
Right behind you, little one.
Well, Ghost of Tsushima's combat style is actually the original Assassin's Creed combat style, so... They probably have a couple of assets that different studios can access. That makes sense, yeah, yeah. As I said, not a problem. If you make it unique enough, or different enough, that's fine.
I am a stranger, yes. But you have nothing to fear from me.
Ha! I have enough to fear from the men of Kochiyama. They abuse their power, taxing us again and again, leaving us only scraps. I bet they are in the market now, along the main road. A stranger might make good merit, ridding a village of a threat like these men.
Is that so?
I've been holding off playing Ghost of Tsushima, waiting to get a proper HDR monitor.
If not the next.
Mate, that's only graphics. Don't worry about it. If you have a good PC, buy it on PC, play it, enjoy. Graphics are just graphics. When I bought HDR monitor, you know how much that effect lasted? 2 hours. That's it. My eyes got used to it. It's over. Ubisoft have been a joke the last 10 years. Yeah, except for Honor. They have been the stample. Is it stample? No. What's the word? Stample of mediocrity. I don't know if stample is a word, but... Stamp of mediocrity? I know there's a phrase in English.
Beauty, shadowed by suffering. What is happening here?
This isn't your fight, samurai. I told you, keep walking.
Oh, he's got a club. I just noticed that. I thought it was a barbed sword or some shit. Oh no, it's that shit Origins combat. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait. If it's an improved version, alright, maybe... Alright, let's see more. Most of the reviews said had to be experienced in HDR. I'm just giving you my take on it, mate. But I'm not a graphics savant. I don't care about graphics that much.
There's another. Up the road for the castle.
Yeah, gore is quite weak. Good observation, mate. But I just gave you my prediction, my experience with HDR. It lasted, the effect lasted on me for a couple of hours, and then my eyes got used to it. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that was nice. Oh, the sliding. What's with the sliding? Maybe because of the... If he slid... Is that the past, present? If he slid through the mud because it's mud...
I am justice.
That would be actually quite insane. But... But I would think that it's just a part of the animation and lack of steps. Oh! Going dark. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sold on combat. It reminds me too much of Origins, but I played Origins a year ago, so I don't know. I absolutely hated combat there.
What did you find?
It was so spammy and boring and lack of position, too much tracking, it was just...
We should go.
I honestly loved the original Assassin's Creed.
You'll be difficult to find.
Well, they always like spears or any polearm. Okay. Maybe they're gonna have that. I like playing with spears. Spears are cool. Spear and shield. I love that style.
He's there.
I actually love Assassin's Creed original combat.
We can sneak in.
People say it's not deep. Not everything needs to be deep, but it's effective. It had insane animations. It had insane finishing variety. And you actually felt like a fucking badass in that combat because of the things that were being done. Yeah, it was too parry oriented and they could have done something better with that. But for what they wanted to create, it was far more, for me, fun. Even though fun is subjective, but it was for me far more fun than something like Origins in terms of combat.
Straight for the daimyo. When fighting
And then when you would pick up a new weapon, I think over time they introduced new weapons. Oh, it was so cool to see different animations with different finishers and animations when using different weapons. I love stealth games where you can't drag the body. Maybe she didn't do it, but she could.
You're mine now, Snake.
Who did that?
Music. I didn't even hear the music, to be honest. Okay, these are cool animation-wise stealth attacks.
Lord Hayashi cannot seem to stay in his quarters.
When will someone properly remake Tenchu? And why are these assassinations part of a cutscene?
A grave, huh?
Haven't seen destroyable light sources in such a long time. Speaking of Splinter Cell, eh? Yeah, Sekiro did remind me a little bit of Tenchu. A little bit. It had some movements and music, and it had some kind of a vibe from Tenchu. I can't explain it, but when I played Sekiro, the first thing it occurred to me, god damn, this is similar to Tenchu in some way. Not in terms of combat, of course, Sekiro is far more advanced. But okay. That was a cool attack.
He's coming. I need to hide.
Oh, I need to watch that. I'm gonna have to do a reaction for Patreon and Subscribe Star supporters for Metal Gear Solid MGS3 remake, because Metal Gear Solid is One of my favorite franchises ever. I absolutely adore that franchise. Game with probably the best boss fights in history.
Fujioka dies in the street at the hands of some stranger. Then you serve me scalding tea. Besides ruining its delicate flavor, I nearly lose my tongue for business.
I gotta say, even though they fucked up the story in Metal Gear Solid 5, gameplay there was top notch. And they also fucked up the platform thing and online necessity.
A slower death than the one I'm about to give him.
I mean, to be honest, she looks kind of fun to play, but I don't know, this still doesn't seem very deep, to be honest, in terms of how enemy AI is adjusting to the situation. They're all very static. That is cool, for example. That is very cool, but I mean, she killed him. Those guys are 5 meters there. Well, at least they've seen it, so it's fine.
I've shed all the blood I need. Time to go.
Metal Gear Solid Delta. Which one is that? Is that the remake? Oh, I gotta watch that trailer. If it's gameplay in it. I don't like watching trailers where there's no gameplay. I mean, look. Now we have to put, when talking about games like Assassin's Creed, or we're talking about Game Awards, you're gonna see the best of every game here, you know. So the mediocre and subpar and bad things are not gonna be presented in these showcases, of course. And we know where Ubisoft is gonna fall hard on its ass when it comes to Assassin's Creed. It's the repeated content and gatekeeping different areas through levels, which wasn't the case. I don't know if you people remember, but before Assassin's Creed, you could go anywhere. There were no levels. There were no enemy. Oh, he's got 40 number over his head, and then you can't go there because you are level 20, because he's gonna murder you with one attack. No, before you could go anywhere. Can't wait 100 microtransactions and new Assassin's Creed. Oh, you might not have to. There's plenty in Skull and Bones, I've heard, and in other stuff. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Early access, all available day one. Bunch of DLCs, bunch of microtransactions that there's gonna be. Offer, launch offer, subscription, save formats. Jesus fucking Christ! All of this is over monetization segment. And of course, every game has 15 different editions.
Hello everyone. It's a pleasure for all of us to be here to celebrate our shared passion for games. I wanted to say thank you to all Ubisoft teams around the world.
I mean, okay,
Their
I guess.
talent, creativity,
I thought they had
hard
Pride
work
Festival for that.
is what makes all of us and all this possible.
All right.
So,
Hey, Callum.
to all our players, thank you. Your passion is our driving force.
It all makes
And
sense
we can't
now.
wait for you to get your hands on the amazing games you have seen today. So,
Yes, please clap. Forcefully looks at everyone around him. You're not clapping.
so thank you for watching.
You're fired. You in the audience, you're not clapping. You're not gonna be paid. And look at those poor bastards in Stormtrooper outfits. Must be hot as shit in those. Oh mate, there are no good conferences. That's why I'm enjoying because you bastards are in the chat and you're making me laugh.
Go anywhere. Stay tuned for the Ubisoft
They
Forward
must
Post
already
Show.
be dead
Deeper
inside.
looks at Assassin's Creed Shadows, Star Wars
That's the
Outlaws,
reason why I
and The Division 2.
streamed this,
Presented
because so that
by
we can have a
Intel.
laugh. And I haven't
Main
done
PC
this at all. I don't know how to react to these things because I don't watch these awards. I don't know if I've ever watched these rewards. Maybe once when Sony PlayStation 4 was coming. I think maybe that's when I watched it. And that's it. I just don't like them because it's all fucking fake and it's all unrealistic, except for 10% of the gameplay showcase.
And also very striking
Yeah, it is actually. It is. It's like a bad commercial. You're right, mate. I will do this more often. I will do because you bastard in the chat, making this night a lot more fun. Really good jokes and everything. Not take anything I've said the wrong way, or take it your choice, right? You have that choice in your life. I don't have any malice behind things that I said. I have malice towards companies that are purposefully designing lower quality games with reusing assets in a way that it's not new, it's not original, it's not unique. It's just there to make the least amount, to make the game with the least amount of effort and to sell it for the most amount of money. I don't like exploiting gamers because I'm a gamer primarily, and I don't like when I'm being treated like a fool, you know. That's why I will never look at the business side of things, because business side of things is not my job. I don't give a shit about how they do business, in what way they do business. I will be the judge of the things how they do it, and that's why I don't respect these companies, period. And I'm starting to respect developers in most of these companies less and less as the time goes by, to be honest. I know that most of them are basically hostages, but in some cases they have some influence, and I think they should use it. We'll see. We'll see how things unravel in future, but these companies have started to have too much power. And when you see these fake conferences and game awards and bullshit like that, and you see dorks paid in the front seats clapping like morons, hey, look at it, fucking someone is on stage. And when you have 15 announcers for the same, I mean, how much money has been wasted on paying all of those people to be there that could have been used to maybe push back the release date of a game and actually develop gameplay a little bit more. That's my point. You're wasting money on marketing and it's paying off. Don't get me wrong, they are smart, they know what they're doing. That's why I'm trying, when I'm reviewing games, trying to remove emotion as much as possible from the decision-making process of judging a game. That's your judgment and your decision if you're going to buy something or not. But I'm not gonna hate or hype, because there's plenty of it already. And it's all down to marketing. Either some people want to market themselves too much and create emotional connection through hype or hate, or the company wants to overhype things.
You can see the katana is a lot faster and versatile.
Overhype things to sell you, like Cyberpunk, for example.
He's a lot more reactive and defensive. If you're taking the posture like right now,
oh, he's changing stances.
One of his posture against you, so it creates really this dance between the two fighters. The enemy reactivity really pushed the player to use all his tools. So the parry, you need to react, you need to read the enemy to find the best opening and land the posture.
Looks a bit wonky, but I think it has potential.
Yasuke and Aoi have their own personal story and their own life. But once they align...
Now it stances, and I mean, it's not Neo, don't get me wrong, but nothing is.
It can also switch at any moment in the open world. Of course, not during the infiltration or when you're fighting, but otherwise the players can really choose the character they want at any time and choose how they want to play them.
We should go.
Not before we send our
Feeling the shame of others. I feel that from the announcers.
Suggesting to use the Spy Network. It's a new system that we introduced in Assassin's Creed Shadow to support the Shinobi fantasy and help the player to find their objective.
Yeah, Kurosawa mode is quite cool, I gotta say. It's not that bad, right?
Spot your targets or the quest objective you have. Sometimes we have both characters in the cutscene where you can pick the one who answer or ask questions. At the end, you can also pick the character you want to continue with. You can choose between Naoe being more stealth-oriented or Yasuke being a bit more focused on fight.
Yasuke being more like a fucker. Is that what he said? God damn, I love that accent. It's always so cool to fuck up the words, and then I can have a laugh like a dick.
Inside the Fukujiyama Castle. Feudal Japanese castles are amazing playgrounds.
I love the Ghost of Tsushima.
Opportunity to play in them in a stealth way or rather in a fight-oriented.
In the following sequence, you can see what's new in terms of parkour and stealth.
Yeah, world does look a little bit bland, to be honest. Star Wars Outlaws world looked a bit more appealing, but that might be due to the details that are part of the architecture of the world from the canon, from the books. So it might be down to that. But then again, when you compare space worlds, you know, different universes and whatever, it's always going to be a little bit more interesting because the creative freedom in that direction can go a long way. You have so much freedom to create whatever the hell you want, as long as you stick to few rules that are set from the books. But in feudal Japan, there's not much you can do really, but you can create more engaging worlds. But now that we are talking about that, wasn't the case in Assassin's Creed 2, for example, that world, that the cities felt alive, far more crowds, far more animated crowds, far more people that were doing something. It felt far more alive than this. Or am I remembering it wrong?
And faster when doing parkour and everything she does basically.
Naoe is an agile, self-focused shinobi who will use noise, light, and shadows to evade detection as enemies respond to their changing surroundings. Naoe is currently making her way to reach her target. She's going through some elite samurai houses, and as she progresses, the player will see and discover
Mass Effect 4
of the castle, such as the Daimyo Quarter.
From BioWare. Mate, you have a lot of hope for that one. I mean, it's BioWare, you know. Their track record, I think even Ubisoft has better track record than them. That says a lot.
The option to decide if they want to kill or not.
We have a couple of
at least they don't over-monetize, I guess. But actually, then there was Anthem. Was that monetized? Can't recall. Look, I wish that Mass Effect comes out and it's fantastic. I wish that what's its name, the Dragon Age comes out to be fantastic. I want every game to be amazing. I really do. That's the whole point of critique.
He's coming. I need
I really wish that every game and every company does fucking amazing games. That would be a dream come true.
It's really useful to not being spot, of course, but also wait for an opportunity to assassinate.
You can use the crowds to blend in or hire them as distractions. So yes, in the previous Assassin's Creed games, crowds were more interactive. So I'm remembering it right.
The noise and the rain and the wind cover your footstep and also your action.
Oh, Kingdom Come, yeah. I can't wait for it. I love the first one. I just hope they fix the balancing and make the progressive difficulty a thing, so that we can always have a challenge. I hate when I have to install mods for additional difficulty. It's not that even that I'm that good, I'm not. But the thing is that they really can't scale the difficulty levels in games. I mean, the last one that I can recall, I mean, I'm sure there were others, don't get me wrong. But Pillars of Eternity was one of those games that wasn't really that easier as we went, or maybe it was. Maybe I'm remembering that wrong as well.
In this case, the player decided to escape after many guards joined the fight. Even if Naoe...
so they're just repeating everything now.
She doesn't have a strong armor like Yasuke, so it's a lot more risky when you fight multiple enemies at the same time. Anyway, in this case, she already achieved her objective.
I just don't feel that Ubisoft games are progressing. That they are actually making something that is worth the salt, you know, that it's gonna blow my mind, that it's gonna go above the mediocrity that they are producing right now. I mean, I like the fact, for example, that was a cool thing. When seasons change, the pawns are frozen and you can't really use them. Now that's a cool little detail.
Launching on November 15. We can't wait for you to play it.
Hey, Alan. Doing alright, mate. A bit hot as hell here, so trying not to sweat my arse off, but it's already sweating. Ah, here we go. No, those figurines actually look good. Look, I don't have anything against the collector's editions with figurines and things like that. All fine. They should be there. It's all good. I don't mind that. What I don't like are deluxe exclusive Peasley Measly edition that's gonna give me 3 days early access, that's gonna get me nothing. And it's gonna give me fucking in-game armor or some shit. I'm against that completely. Ubisoft are always playing it safe, they can't innovate because it might be a risk to their shareholders. Exactly, because innovation takes time and time takes money. And time takes money.
Hello,
I just don't like the combat of
Outlaws.
Outlaws.
Narrative director on Star Wars Outlaws, and I'm here to break down the lore, references, and any other Star Wars details you may have missed in our latest gameplay walkthrough.
Hey, new record.
Kay is a fan of arcade games and has been playing this Raven 6 space shooter for years.
Money takes
you can
money.
find it and other games scattered throughout the galaxy.
Yeah, you need time to create, to
Kay
come up
grew
with
up around
something, you know.
cantinas and learned from an early age
But
that the
look
best
how
places to lie low
static everything is, except this guy who's
Kay travels throughout the galaxy.
who's
He's always
cleaning
a
the
good idea
table
to
and
hit
that guy
with
who's
the
walking.
team and looking for intel for work.
Okay, these guys are fighting good, but is there a finishing animation to it?
Lizards can be found
That they
everywhere.
separate, go each to their
They're
own
used as
corner and
pets,
things like that.
thieves, and even food. But few are as privileged as Salacious B. Crumb in Jabba's palace.
Definitely Assassin's Creed 2, the best one, without a doubt.
Many merchants will use
I
protocols
don't think there's
to
much
handle
debate there going on, mate.
Galaxy. Don't speak
The
basic
second one is simply
Kay can bypass
the pinnacle of
since she's
storytelling
fluent in
and
tease.
character
She can use
design,
them to
and
talk her way out of
world
or
was insane.
directly into some tense situations. The Trailblazer is an EML 850.
Brotherhood is an expansion on Assassin's Creed 2, right?
Its reinforced
If I
hull
remember
is built
correctly.
to ensure safe transport into any kind of environment. But the high material costs.
Are we
ruin
just
this
now
chance.
watching the... So the conference is over.
The ship is a rare prototype from a bygone era that had a life of its own before ending up in Kay's hands.
Hey, Andy.
Hi, Kay.
Oh yeah, now I can see her looking not awesome. But it's fine, as I said, if she's a good character, although I
Kiva
don't know
is
if
an
they have the
outer-ring
capability of
planet
writing
the
good
Empire
characters
controls by
anymore.
the local government.
Or
Normally, the
that
Empire doesn't have a presence
they
there.
even care
But
about
like with
that.
many other remote worlds,
Would be nice
carry
if they
out
did.
occasional
Really
audits
would be
with
nice.
support from the Imperial military.
This is Kay Vess on board the Trailblazer.
Wasn't Unity that was the most
Kiva is
broken out
orbited
of
by an
all?
asteroid field made up of the remains of a comet called Kinro. Legend has it that several Jedi banded together and used the Force to tear it apart.
I think that
But
Brotherhood was the expansion of the second one, and number 3 was the one with the
traveling in
Indian
outer
guy.
rim is dangerous, and spacers, smugglers, and
The third one was
syndicate are
kinda
all at
step
risk of being
down.
attacked by
Then Black Flag came,
Most
and Black
pirates
Flag
are
was
part
quite
of local
nice.
gangs that operate in a specific sector, and they usually only care if a mark looks valuable or not. Pirate ships, like the Scourge.
I haven't played Valhalla, I played the Origins and it was a disappointment.
Pirates typically steal whatever they
Storytelling was good, actually, in
They often
Origins, as I said
rely on
earlier.
scare tactics
Characters
and
were good, but combat was utter shit.
The Pike Syndicate has shipping
They made
lanes
Vikings
across the
PG-13
making their freighters hot targets
because
for
they need to.
pirates and rival syndicates.
I mean, people usually
Each
have
Kay
wrong
helping defend this ship, she
perception
can
of
prove her
Vikings.
reputation to
Vikings
the
were
Vikings
not
under
fucking...
Gorak.
what's the word? Reputation warriors or anything like that.
Growing up in the workers' district of Cantabite, Kay always dreamed of being
They were
a
raiders,
warrior
pillagers,
of the
and
galaxy.
rapists,
After taking the
and
Trailblazer and honing her
that's what they
piloting
were.
skills, she's finally able to
they
jump
almost
across the
never
galaxy
waged
in search
wars
of
on open
freedom
battlefield.
she's
If they
always wanted.
if they didn't need to, they wouldn't.
Kay is entering the legendary
They were essentially more effective thieves,
but this planet
burglars.
is large with more than one settlement for you to discover. It's been a privilege to recreate iconic locations such as.
But it's
Chalmers
okay,
Cantina,
just
while
do
also
your own
expanding the
version if you want, that's fine, but people have traders, exactly,
You'll see Kay about to
that
engage in
too.
a game of Kessel Sabak, which is her favorite card game in the galaxy. To win, Kay will need to keep an eye out
And
for
those
cheaters.
horns on helmets, they look cool, but they were not part of
Tatooine is the home of Jabba
their
the
history
Hutt.
as far as I
After
know.
the Hutt cartel
I mean, I don't know
faced the
much, but
surprising loss of
from
the
what I've
council,
read and
Jabba was
watched.
at the height of his power in the criminal underworld. Following the destruction of the Death Star, the Empire has increased their presence on Tatooine, but everybody knows it's Jabba's door.
Oh wait, Yasuke is gay.
The other syndicates stick to the shadows. K-Speeder is an S57 Cardinal, a multi-terrain speeder bike that's perfect for explorers. This speeder is both reliable and moddable, and Kay can call it from afar using a
I did not
control
know
module
that.
to give her and Nix.
I mean, Yasuke is a historical
Imperial shuttles
character,
dead
so
giveaway that there's some Imperial
him.
activity nearby.
I know
Sometimes
someone
that
said,
might add further risk.
some black guy 89 said that that Yasuke is gay.
Some Jawas on
That's
Tatooine
completely
travel around in Sandcrawlers,
unnecessary.
offering trade deals for
Hetero
whatever
or
happens
gay,
to
I
be
don't give a
nearby.
shit. It's unnecessary.
The Sandcrawlers were originally built for mining operations.
Thanks
but
for
were
joining,
co-opted by
Casper.
the Jawas as a way to hold and transport salvage.
Nice to see you as always, mate. Nice to see everyone. Of course, I love that we got to hang out a little bit in a different way.
The lizards use their tails.
Actually, it was more fun than I anticipated. I was a bit nervous at the beginning. If you watch back, you'll notice
Some
that.
moisture farmers use the lizards as an
Apprentice medieval fencing and a big history buff, and I didn't. So funny how Vikings are portrayed in TV, especially the leather armor. That never existed. The Lord Gamsons and chainmails. Yeah, but I get it. You gotta change it up, make it more noticeable for the screen. It is what it is.
So your interactions with these locations and the
You can
syndicates
turn these events into drinking games. Well, I was about to roll one up, so close. I will after this.
Kay and Nix have been thieving together for years.
What are we watching?
Their
This is over,
incredibly
right?
close bond means that
I
they're
mean,
able to
thank you
support
everyone
each
for
other.
joining for this presentation. Are there any more showcases this week? If there are, I'm gonna stream those too. I don't care. Why not? A Sith game, that would be nice. The Dragon Age gameplay tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna do a special video on that when I see what we have in store. This looks like same mechanics as Far Cry 5. It's true it's the same game. Well, every Ubisoft game is pretty much the same, mate. Every. From what I see so far. I've seen similar worlds in Outlaws and in Assassin's Creed. With a different, of course, setting. Similar animations. They are just reusing assets to create as many games as they can. And they're smart about it. They're smart. They have hard-hitting franchises and they are going to utilize everything that they can. I fucking hate them for it because they don't actually put anything worthwhile. But they can create so much more. Ubisoft before was a great company. That's what I have a problem with. But maybe those people left. Dragon Age thoughts are coming after the gameplay. And I'm going to do a comparison. That with Elder Scrolls. I have a video coming this week. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, people. And if there are any more of these conferences this week, I'll be streaming those too. See you.